Hello and welcome back. So today we've got £200 worth of 10p's to hunt through. We're looking for the alphabet ones. Patrick's with me again today. No doubt he'll find them all. I did have a cracking time last episode though. I found 2. So where are we? Start again. Where are we now? So we found, I found A for Angel of the North. Patrick found E for English Breakfast. He also found L for Loch Ness and J for Jubilee. P for Postbox was my first ever 10p find. And then I found Y for Yeoman Guardsman and V for Villages last episode. So what I really want is another one for this page. So then I've got 2 on each page. Are you listening? Yeah, one of those. Ideally the queue, please, Patrick.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's get into these bags. Which one do you want?
This one.
Okay.
So, my first question for the Q&A comes from the world of Connor, who asks, what's worth more, an NIF Shield or a 2008 Britannia? That'd be an NIFC Shield. So my understanding is NIFC Shields go for about sort of £30 to £40, and 2008 Britannia is maybe £1 to £3. So definitely the NIFC Shield, and they're very, very much more uncommon. The next question comes from Graham Wilson, who asks, do you ever do brass rubbings of your coins? So no, I don't. Not something I've done before, but someone did send some rubbings into the PO box, which is pretty cool, so I think they're quite neat. Davey Rocket asks, what age did you become interested in coin collecting? When I was a young kid, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something like that. I remember, that's just spitballing, I don't know the actual age I was, but it was the WWF 50p was the first one that I sort of started pulling out into my little collection. James Zhang asks, Benjamin Bunnies, since it's a sealed bag, will it be worth more in the future? Potentially, but you've got to bear in mind there is 25 million of them that were minted, so there's a lot of sealed bags, and a lot of people have cottoned onto the collectors, so there's lots of people probably kept them aside. Decipher Gaming asks, what would be the number 1 coin that you would love to find? So my top coin that I don't have that I would love is a Strike Your Own Isaac Newton. Sadly, I started going to the Strike Your Own coins after the Newton, which is a bit disappointing because it's my favourite 50p coin, so to have my Strike Your Own would have been fantastic. The chances of finding that though are like absolutely nil. They sell for like £30 to £40 online, so I don't know, maybe in the future I'll treat myself to a Strike Your Own Newton. Weasel63 asks, what is your favourite coin from America? So I really like the state quarters. I've had a few. I'm sure I've still got some somewhere, but I don't know where they are. But yeah, I like collecting them. But the old ones are pretty neat. The idea that you can get some silver coins from circulating American coins is pretty awesome as well. Something we don't get in the UK. But there's lots to like about American coins. Joshua Dawson asks, what is the most common 50p? That'd be Benjamin Bunny. 25 million of them minted. No commemorative 50p is more minted than those, although we don't know the 2018 ones yet. Hopefully they won't be as crazy as the 2017 ones though. Josh Wilkins asks, crisps, salt and vinegar or cheese and onion? It really depends on my sort of mood, I guess. I guess salt and vinegar? Oh, but I do like cheese and onion. Oh, I don't know, I'm not fussy. As long as it's not roast chicken. God, who eats that? They're gross. Next question comes from Kev Walker. Old pound coins, are there any to look out for? Yes, so the cities ones that show England, London, Cardiff, Edinburgh and Belfast, I want to say. They're worth looking out for. They've got more than face value, but also there are NIFC years. As with a lot of other types of coins as well, and the ones with the flowers as well are pretty low mintage, and people look after them. So Marty Wilson asks, do you think there will ever be a Kew Gardens equivalent in Beatrix Potter coins? I don't see it, to be honest, just the sheer amount that were minted of them. I mean, the Jemima Puddle Duck is the closest we're going to get, I reckon. It's quite a scarce one, it's worth quite a bit more than face value, but you never know, maybe this year one of the 2018s, although we are seeing a lot of them come in, but you never know. Like I said, we'll find out mintage figures next year, and fingers crossed we've got something that's worth hunting for in them. Millie W asks, when you finish your book, what do you do with the coins? They stay in the book for now. I do have plans, and I know I said this a while ago, I got plans for some sort of display that I want for the first 50p and the first £2 coin book that I finished, but eventually I'll get around to doing that, and I should be sure to show you guys. But as soon as I finish the book, I just start up a new book. Phil Smith asks, do you make much money off your YouTube channel? So I make a reasonable amount. I class it as sort of pocket money, though. I don't rely on that money because I work full time, and that's what covers my bills and everything. So the YouTube channel money, it's nothing worth writing home about, but it's definitely better than a kick in the teeth. But yeah, and if at any point the YouTube stops making money, then I carry on making videos, because for a large majority this year it wasn't monetized, so I wasn't making anything off of it. But it was the more rewarding thing is more the interaction I get with you guys, the comments, the Discord, the messages I get over the Discord, or emails I get from a couple of you. That's the most rewarding part of the YouTube channel, and I'm not saying that to be hokey. That's genuinely how I feel. Sinead Lambert asks, how long have you been doing this stuff for? So the YouTube channel I started in February 2018, so this year. But the YouTube channel I started it July 2017. I was doing stamp videos, but no one was interested, so I stopped doing them, and then eventually got into coins. But collecting coins I've been doing on and off as long as I can remember, but my current collection I started up again early this year as well. James Honan asks, 2018 £2, which will be the first you find? I hope it's Frankenstein. There was a lot of talk of some of them being uncirculated, which I'll be gutted about, because there's nothing more exciting than having new coins to find. But I don't know. Again, we'll have to await to mintage figures next year. Jason Gowans asks, what is the rarest £2? So at the moment it's the Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, the rarest circulating £2 coin. A bit tricky to find as well, being as there are so few of them. Dave Jones asks, have you got one of the solid one-coloured £2 coins? So no, I haven't got one of them yet. I think the chance of finding one in circulation is pretty slim to none, but maybe I'll pick up some in the future. But they do look awesome, and I do want them in my collection at some point. Storm3698 asked, why are there so many 1977 50p's in circulation? That's a fair question. I don't know the mintage figures off the top of my head, but that would be my guess. They're highly minted. I guess it's like with the 10p's, the amount of 1992 50p's I get, 10p's I get is absolutely insane, but I'd imagine it's because the mintage figure's high. L Pool Pete 1 asks, is the Royal Mint the only mint that's different designs on the same denominations? No, so lots of countries have different designs on their currencies, and they're minted by all sorts of different all sorts of different mints. I know very little about worldwide coins outside of the worldwide coin hunt I post on a Sunday, but I quite enjoy looking through foreign coins. They're quite exciting. John Draper asks, do you have any pre-1977 £2 coins? No, don't think so. I'm trying to think what years the mintage figures are. Can't remember. But if you're talking about the solid colour ones, then no, not yet, unfortunately. Jinwood asks, do you ever buy coins from websites like the Royal Mint and Westminster Collection? I haven't yet, but I wouldn't rule it out in the future. To be fair, I like hunting through coins more than anything else. So like the coins I buy from the London Mint office, you're never going to find in circulation because they're not minted for circulation. It's only for commemorative celebrations of things. And also the UK coin supplier, sent me some non-legal tender sort of coin designs that I know a lot of you guys liked, and I potentially would have bought had I not been sent them. But the Westminster Collection is a company that I'm looking at sort of working with in the new year, which is quite exciting. And again, whether that takes the form or shape of what I do with the London Mint office or other sorts of videos, only next year will tell. Ria1919 asks, do you enjoy YouTube, and did you expect your channel to grow so quickly? I absolutely love YouTube. I've never had such a rewarding, I'd hasten to call it a job, but such a rewarding pastime, something that gives me so much fun and excitement, because at the end of the day I'm looking through coins. That's my hobby. The fact that so many of you like watching it as well and comment, and as I keep saying, message me, makes it absolutely phenomenal. Did I expect my channel to grow so quickly? Not in my wildest of dreams. I didn't think I would hit 1,000 subscribers, let alone what we now, the 13,200, something crazy like that as of recording this episode, and it just grows. So like you said, it's been growing so quickly and so consistently and just carries on growing and growing and growing, and I'm incredibly grateful and thankful for all of you that have subscribed. And again, I don't say this to be hokey, it's genuinely how I feel that it is. I think things just genuinely couldn't be better with the YouTube channel, if you're asking me. Lots of people in the Discord have messaged me saying, here's to 100,000, here's to 1 million. I still don't think I'm going to get to 100,000. I don't think in a million years I'll get to 1 million, but as long as YouTube's still around, I'll still be here uploading my videos. Al Sims asks, do you get annoyed when you see coins advertised as rare on eBay? Yes, I do. It really does irk me, and there's no way to sort of report it. I feel not so much, I guess, annoyed at the sellers, but also I feel bad for anyone that might believe it. So I wouldn't fall for it because I know what I'm doing with sort of circulating coins, and I imagine most of you would be able to pick up on coins that aren't actually rare. So like the per member £2 coin, around the edges of the Guy Fawkes ones, you probably all know, because you've probably seen the videos that I point out. Every video I get one. No such thing as a per member, but again, the amount of, you just go to eBay, type in per member £2 coin, and there'll be loads of them. And the sad thing is, some people will think that's an error coin, a coin that's worth paying more than face value, when actually it isn't. And that's what's more upsetting than being annoyed at the people trying to rip people off, because equally they could be people that genuinely believe that that rare coin that they've got is a rare coin. But I feel more obliged to try and help people that might spend money needlessly on something that isn't actually a thing. Jonathan McConnell asks, how many Olympic 50p's are there? Good question. I think there's 30. Unfortunately, my memory is absolutely shocking. I must have looked up this 100 times or replied to tens of you that have asked in the comments on the videos, and can I remember? No, not a clue. 30, I reckon. I think it's 30.
Well done.
Angel of the North.
Angel of the North, yeah. I can tell Patrick's back. Crumbs.
Next question comes from Rory Borman. Have you got any Guernsey 10p's? Guernsey? Yes, I've got a few. The ones with the tomatoes on it, I think it is. I can't think of the other Guernsey ones I might have had off the top of my head, but I know I've at least got one design from Guernsey, and they're really cool. The territories tend to have really cool designs, and I like them. Susie Boot asks, have you any sovereigns or silver coins? I wish. If I'm brutally honest, the design of the sovereign doesn't do much for me, but the whole idea of having a solid gold or a solid silver coin is pretty cool. And it's something that I see commented on the London Mint videos, because the London Mint coins I get are layered in silver or layered in gold. People saying, oh, that's not real silver, it's not real gold. In my mind, I don't really, that doesn't faze me. We all collect for different reasons, and I can get a lot more coins that are layered than I can for one single solid silver, solid gold coin. And to be fair, we all have different things that attract us to different coins. So some people only be attracted to circulated coins. Some people will only want gold coins. Some people will only want uncirculated coins, the brilliant uncirculated coins. And to me, it's all about the design. If the design is awesome on a coin, or the design is a really powerful design, that's what I like to look for. And with it being gold or silver layered, that just adds to the beauty of it in my mind. So I'd rather have, 100 layered coins than 2 solid silver or gold coins, because I like the variety. But like I said, everyone collects for their own different reasons, and if you don't like layered or plated coins, then they're not for you. Then if I upload a video on one of them, then don't feel obliged to watch it all or go to the websites to have a look. But if it does take your interest, then maybe that's a bit of help to you guys, maybe. Donut Rush 11 asks, if you didn't collect coins, what would you be doing now? I would probably pass. Watching TV, probably. Watching some rubbish on TV. And instead I'm sat in the living room talking to my phone. Felicity B asks, would you make a video on mintage and defects to look for? Again, people have asked me loads of times for this mintage video. Maybe I'll do it in the new year. just because so many of you have asked for it. But there's guys like Absolute Coins, like UK Coin Hunt, that have done those videos. They put cracking videos out, and there's not a lot I could really add to it. So go have a look at those channels if that's what you're interested in. But if people keep asking, eventually I guess I'll give in and I'll make the video. But like I said, if people have done it already and there's nothing more I can add to it, then I don't know whether I want to. Do I want to invest that time in making that video that's already out there, or do I want to invest time making my own coin hunt that's different, unique, or my own, I don't know, review of a coin from some company? Yeah, it's weighing that up in my mind. Jordan Millard asks, why do they make different mintages of coins? So my understanding is it's the Treasury that asks for X amount of commemorative coins for the mint to make. And I think the Treasury sets the amount that they want. So the Kew Gardens, they set a certain mintage. For instance, in 2009 there was a whole bunch of designs, loads of different designs. There was X amount of this one, X amount of another, X amount of another, X amount of Kew Gardens, and I think they were contacted and then told, actually we don't need that many Kew Gardens, can you cut that? That's why there's so few of them. So I think, why do they make different mintages of coins? It's just supply and demand, I guess. Maybe the Beatrix Potters, in my mind, they had more mintage because kids like Beatrix Potter, kids want to collect it, so they didn't want to make them unobtainable like some of the Kew Gardens are. Torrin Davis asks, do you think they'll do any different £1 designs? I am sure I read that we were going to get a Brexit pound coin. Again, there might be one of the red top newspapers and a complete nonsense, like most of the articles about coins are in those papers. But I know we're getting a Brexit 50p, but I'd love more designs on more different coins because there's more coins for me to hunt through, more coins to show you. Miguel Webster asks, do you collect pre-decimal coins? Yeah, if I get them I do, but I can't get them as as often, as consistently as I can with circulating coins. I think we'll do one more question to wrap this up, coming from Tom's Vlogs. What's your favourite face value, 50p or £2? So £2 used to be my favourite coins to hunt through. What's your favourite face value coins? Ooh, I misread that question. That's a good question. My favourite face value £2 coin is the Florence Nightingale. My favourite face value 50p, I think it must be Ironside. Again, it's a very sort of simplistic design, and I'm sure I read, or one of you have commented to say that the Ironside design on the 50p was the submission made for when they were deciding what they were going to put on it, and Britannia eventually won out that competition. So it's nice to see that on a coin. But yeah, that's my favourite face value 50p and £2. So we'll get back to the coins now.
Well, Patrick did find one of the alphabet 10p's. So, oh come on, focus. Let's get a nice thumbnail. There we go. Unfortunately, it's a double though, but we'll keep it anyway. So I'm going to have a look through these for some key dates. We'll be back in a moment. So no key dates, no NAFC years, but we did find a whole bunch of stuff. So we had 4 Jersey 10 pences. This one here, which I think might be Chinese. Not 100% sure on that one though. This one from the Philippines. 1 peso from 2003. And this one from the UAE, United Arab Emirates. So, fair few worldwide coins. This one, potentially a copper 10p, don't know. Again, it could just be someone's tried to plate it. But I think it's the most convincing one I've found so far that might be. And then of course Patrick's A for Angel of the North. Good to see his luck coming back. So it'll be another 4 weeks where I don't find any, probably, judging by the last few videos we've had. But all that leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!